What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to the historic city of St. Augustine, Florida. City means a lot to me. I've been there a lot. I've been there numerous times in my life. I love going there. It's one of my favorite places in Florida. Awesome historic monuments and restaurants and just a really nice and relaxed area. During Christmas time, it's beautiful. I'll make another episode on that. But let's do it. This is the Odyssist. St. Augustine, a beautiful and historic city located in Central Florida. Like I said, I've been here before, but I wanted to come back with a fresh new pair of eyes and try to learn something new. Once we got there, I just was super excited to be back. I really love being here. First thing we did here was walk around, and we found this rock thing, and apparently this is the start of a trail from St. Augustine, Florida to San Diego, California. If anyone walks that trail, let me know. One of the best things you could do here in St. Augustine is really just walk around and admire the scenery. There's so much to take in. And not far from the visitor center is, of course, the historic Castillo de San Marcos fortress. This is going to be what you're coming here for. A lot of tours come to this place. You can go inside if you want to. We didn't this time. I've been inside before, and it's really cool. They've got some really cool shows and some really cool stuff going on in there. And it's an amazing place to be, especially if you love history. You can learn so much in there. Another great thing about this area is it's just so beautiful. You look out over the water, see the boats. We just walked around for a little bit, and honestly, this was just us admiring the scenery. Just look at that view. Wow. We walked around a little bit more, and then we found these cannons. There's some that are small, some that are medium, some that are big. You can see them here. There's the really small ones, and then there's some more medium-sized ones. Then you start getting into the big ones, and then you see those two giant ones, which, my God, what were those things used for? Combat, but man. Looking at the exterior, you can definitely see that this place has withstood the test of time. It's really cool. And it's kind of fun to think about, back in the day, what this place was really used for, and the fact that it was a Spanish base at once. And then I realized that it was a national park, which I somehow didn't know. How'd I go my whole life not knowing that place was a national park? After that realization, we walked around this street area, and this is awesome because they have horses on the road, and you can actually take a ride with them, and you can just ride through the city on a horse. I have never done that before, but I would really, really like to. There's all kinds of monuments here, like the cathedral, which you can look at, and just thinking about these places, thinking about what they were used for in the past, thinking about how they operate in the present is really cool, really fun. And if you're into history, it's just so amazing seeing an area like this. There's the Dr. Peck house here, and as you walk through this area, past the street area, you're going to start coming into the shopping or more consumer side of St. Augustine. There's a lot of shops here, a lot of cafes, there's some restaurants. There's some really, really good food served at those restaurants, by the way. This is a very nice place to be if you want to buy any knickknacks or even see some pretty cool stuff. Like, for example, this is the oldest schoolhouse in the United States, which is really interesting. Walking past the main shopping area, you're going to go through this plaza here with a cafe and some more shops, and then head back to the entrance. We took a break to have some Italian food, and then we headed back to the front area. Okay, so the history of this place is complicated, but I'm going to try to explain it. Oh boy, the history of St. Augustine. This place was founded in 1565, and it's actually the oldest European and African American settlement in the United States, and it was established long before even Jamestown. The architecture of the place definitely tells its stormy historical story. The Castillo de San Marcos was the only building to survive the 1702 British attacks. In 1763, the Treaty of Paris handed Florida to the British, but it was later returned to Spain in 1783. Long after Florida became a part of the United States, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would lead a civil rights act in St. Augustine in 1964, which helped him get through the Civil Rights Act. And today, St. Augustine continues to prosper, bringing in nearly 2 million annual visitors to the historic city. Overall, I love St. Augustine. Not only does it mean a lot to me personally, but it is an absolute historic gem of a city. That's a wrap. Thank you all so much for checking out this episode. This city means a lot to me. I was so happy to be able to go this time and, look around and see if there was anything new. Like, I would go before, but it was sort of I'm in St. Augustine. I've been here before. It's, same old rodeo. But I was really happy to learn some things about it and really look around, really admire the culture of the place. And the fact that I didn't know the fortress was a national park is crazy. But hey, at the very least, I learned something new, and I hope you all did too. And remember, whether your life is carefree or busy as could be, always remember to leave a little bit of room for wonder.